I'm going to talk about the pressure pattern and jet stream pattern. So there's some pause at the beginning, 1,000 millibars pressures in Ottawa, Ontario. So next verse. So if we see like record-breaking snowfall, that is record-breaking warm water temperatures, not just like record cold. So there's some southeastern Maine. It's gonna get some 1,005 millibars of pressure that's affecting southern Ontario. So whatever I said about the northeastern United States is gonna be affecting southern Ontario, including Midwest United States. So anywhere close to southern Ontario. So 7 p.m. there's a burst like positive PNA. So next 24 hours. So there's some negative PNA in southern Ontario and nine. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. So next 24 hours and PM, some negative PNA. 998 millibars per citizen. Let's see what cities is on Google Maps. So it's going to be Key Harbor. So that's 998 millibars per share. So it's next 24 hours. So if the person leaves, so let's double check on the 98 hour, 214. So it's went to New Hampshire once. So it's something is causing like 980s millibars per share affecting southern Ontario. So let's look at the precipitation patterns. So Toronto, zoom in. So let's go to 1 p.m. So Quebec, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Belleville, Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Isles, Collingwood, Warton, with some lines head, Bay lines, London, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Port Erie, Hanover, Port Elgin. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Peterborough, Orilla, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Northeastern, not gonna count. So Wyatt, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salt Bay, Midland is gonna be 0.2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So next hour, 7 p.m. So down to Toronto, Scarborough, Stouffville, Richmond Hill, Market, Orangeville, ignore the lines if it's farther north. Niagara on the Lake, London, Collingwood, not Midland. It's gonna be Palm Beach, Thunderbee, Salt Bay, Midland, Orla, Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Isles, Collingwood, Owenson, Lions Head, Hope Bay. Those cities are gonna Peterborough. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Hamilton, Burlington. So Port next heavier precipitation. So Port Elgin, Hanover, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So next 12 hours, not 12 hours, but next hours. So Brighton and Sound. So it's gonna take a more. So Lions Head, Hobie, Collingwood, Midland, Land, Port, gonna be Hanover. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So the next mixed precipitation, but heavier precipitation or lighter precipitation. So Quebec, Port Elgin. I'm gonna say Quebec is snowfall, so 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. That's in Quebec. Port Elgin is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So like Palm Beach is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So green is rainfall and snowfall. So Palm Beach is no Palm Beach. Palm Beach is Thunder Beach is gonna be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, and Salt Bay is gonna be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So the rest of the cities is done except Oral Beverly. I said 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orilla, Barrie, Georginia is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Peterborough is going to be mixed with snowfall, so 0.25 millimeters, so mixed precipitation. So 1 p.m. So Peterborough gets nothing. So Wharton or Sound Collingwood or Mrs. I'm gonna skip Oakville. So Niagara on the Lake, Hanover, Port Elgin, Midland, Orella, Barrie. Those cities are gonna get Oshawa, Uxbridge. So those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Georginia, Beverly Isles, it's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. The rest of the cities except Lionshead if it's possible. So let's see where's Lionshead on Google Maps. So Lionshead actually doesn't count. It could be. So it's actually it could be so it could be like 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So next over 7 p.m. So Owen Town, Collingwood, Bombay, Thunder Beach, Starlight Bay, Midland, Oral, Nangaskan, Barrie, Beverly Isles, Georginia. So Newmarket out of the list. So Uxbridge, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie, Hope Bay, Lions Head. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Like heavier precipitation, off-roads and precipitation. Those two heavier precipitation is gonna be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. It's in Martin. So next hour, 7 a.m. So Niagara on the Lake is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Salt Lake Bay, 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. 0.25 millimeters of rainfall in the cities like like Palm Beach, Salt Lake Beach, and Sunny Beach. So if you see dark clouds, it's not going to be rainfall, but it is that's Collingwood. So next hour, 1 p.m. Niagara on the Lake, Thunder Beach is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including parts of Niagara Falls City, Barrie, Beverly Isles. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. 0.25 millimeters of rainfall in those cities. So next hour, nothing. So 7 a.m., nothing. So 1 p.m. So Hope's Bay and Lionshead is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So nothing else in southern Ontario. So next hour, northeastern Ontario is going to get some heavy. It's going to be 2.5. The lightest freezing rain is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Belleville, it's only cities is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Scarborough is going to get some it's going to get some six. No, it's going to be 2.5 to 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Down to Toronto, it's going to be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Mississauga, Brampton is going to be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Niagara on the Lake. But Erie is going to be 0.25 millimeters. No, it's going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Niagara Falls City, but Collingwood, Barrie, Orilla, Lion's Head, Hobie, Long Point. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Snowfall is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including Peterborough and Quebec, Georginia and Beverly Isles, Whitetown, Owen Sound, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, those is also 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So London's 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Niagara Falls City, parts of it is going to be 2.6.25 millimeters of rainfall, and some parts is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa, Uxbridge is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So next hours. So Port Elton is 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanover is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Salt Lake Beach, Midland is going to be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So next hour, 7 a.m. Whitehead or Sun calling. So Palm Beach, Midland, Georgia, Beverly Isles, Hanover, not gonna count. So those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Port Elgin. So 108 hours. This is second final hours. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Niagara on the Lake, Hudson, Niagara Falls City, London. London doesn't count. By it's a missed a long time. It's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, so including Burlington, Oakville. So next snow year, cold precipitation. So Barrie, Georgia, Beverly Isles, Sunny Beach, Palm Beach, Salt Lake Bay, Midland, Owen, Sound Port Elgin, Hanover. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So next hour, final hour, 114 hours. So downtown Toronto, Scarborough, even some snowfall in Scarborough, like 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. But Scarborough also has 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So mostly it's going to rain in 0.25 millimeters of rainfall in Scarborough. So London, Hanover, Collingwood, Dunn Beach, Bondi Beach, Salt Lake Bay. Those cities are going to be 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including Port Elgin. So Niagara on Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So no, Beverly Isles is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Hamilton, Oakville, Burlington, Mississauga is gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So total precipitation what's every 12 hours. So downtown, no, Scarborough, so far it's gonna be 0. Market, Orange was Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara on Lake Niagara Falls City, parts of it. London. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Actually, it's gonna be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall in those areas, whatever I said. So next, heavy lighter precipitation. Hamilton, Oshawa, Uxbridge is borderline 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So it's going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So for 0.2 millimeters of rainfall, rainfall in market is 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So Burlington, Oakville, parts of it. So Oakville is going to get actually 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanover, Ontario is going to get some 6 millimeters of rainfall. So Port Elgin is going to be 6 millimeters of rainfall. So Collingwood is 2 millimeters of rainfall. 5 millimeters of rain is Whiteton. Owen Sun is 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Lions Head is actually going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So 1.2 actually. So and same thing in Hope Bay, but Hope Bay is actually borderline going to be 1.7 millimeters of rainfall. So Barn Beach is going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So instead of 2.5 is closest. So it's going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall, but on the beach is going to be 2.5. Salt Lake Bay is going to be 4 millimeters of rain. Could be 4 millimeters of rainfall in Salt Lake Bay. Or it's going to be 4 millimeters of rain. Barrie is 4 millimeters of rain. Georgia is 2.5. Beverly Isles is going to be 1.2 millimeters of rainfall. So Midland is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. So next hour, so Kuba is done. So next hour, it's gonna take a minute to go to next day actually. So Scarborough is actually it's gonna be 1.2 millimeters of rain. So it was 1 millimeters of rain. Newmark is 1 millimeters of rain. Uxbridge is 2 millimeters of rain. 2 millimeters of rain. It's in Collingwood. Barton is 3 millimeters of rainfall. So Mississauga, Oakville, uh, is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls Cities, Fort Erie is going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Also has 0.7. Cobourg, nothing. So let's do the hardest city. So Lions Head, no, it's gonna be whole bay. It's gonna be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So Owenstown is 1.2 millimeters of rainfall. So let's do easy. So Solid Bay is gonna be 2.5. Borderline is gonna be 4 millimeters of rainfall. So Thunder Beach is going to be the hardest. So 7.5 millimeters of rainfall. Actually 6 millimeters of rainfall is in Thunder Beach, Bomb Beach. So gonna do Hanoi instead. So Hanoi is gonna be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Borderline is actually 4 millimeters of rainfall. So let's clear this. So I show Uxbridge. So Uxbridge is actually two done. So I need to close this. Reset. So Bomb Beach is actually going to be 6 millimeters of rainfall. So Thunder Beach is actually going to be 7.5. No, it's not gonna. It's gonna be like 6 millimeters of rainfall. Is in Thunder Beach, Bomb Beach. It's going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Solid base 2.5 is already done. So Berry 2.5 is done. Berry is 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Georginia is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly Isles is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Next 12 hours. It's going to take a minute. So Niagara on the Lake is going to be 0.2 to 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Niagara Falls City is going to be, parts of it is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Thunder Beach is going to be 0. Thunder Beach, Beverly Hills is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, 2 millimeters of rainfall. It's actually 0.2 millimeters of rainfall in those areas, whatever I said. Like Beverly Hills, Thunder Beach, actually. So next 12 hours, 10 p.m. So 4 millimeters of rain is in Toffel. Scarborough is 12 millimeters of rain down to Toronto. Brampton is 9 millimeters of rain, 12 millimeters. 9 millimeters of rain is in Mississauga. Could be 7.5 actually. So Hamilton 5 millimeters of rain, Burlington same thing. Oakville is going to be 5 millimeters of rain. For Niagara on the Lake is 5 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City 6 millimeters of rain. London 4 millimeters of rain. 5 millimeters of rain. Barton 7 millimeters of rain. Collingwood. Lion's Head is actually is going to be 6 millimeters of rainfall. 7.5 is the whole bay. Collingwood is 7 is done. So Newmarket, Orangeville is 4 millimeters of rain. Uxbridge 5 millimeters of rain. Sorry, Peterborough is 4 millimeters of rain. 4 millimeters of rain is in Quebec. 1 millimeters of rain, Melbourne. What areas 5 millimeters of rainfall? So Bomb Thunder Beach is going to be 6 millimeters of rainfall. Solid Bay is 7 millimeters of rainfall. So next, let's go to 114 hours. So downtown Toronto is going to be 0.2. Scarborough, parts of it's going to be 0.2 to 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So Hamilton, 1 millimeters of rainfall. Oops. So Niagara on the Lake is 2 millimeters of rainfall. Niagara Falls City is 3 millimeters of rainfall. And 0.7 is 0.7. No, it's going to be 1.2 millimeters of rainfall area. So, I'm going to do white sands. So, Old Sun is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Berry, Beverly Isles is going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Midland is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Palm Beach, Salt Lake Bay is going to be 0.7. 1.2 is Thunder Beach. Hanover is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Port Elgin is going to be so it's going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood is going to be 1.2 millimeters of rainfall passing through. So London is 2 millimeters of rainfall. So next, where is the too far for Newmarket's too close to Toronto. So not gonna count. So total precipitation. So it's gonna take a minute. So total snowfall once every 12 hours. So I can do today's. The Peterborough is 0.3 millimeters of snowfall. 0.1 is Uxbridge, so nothing else. So next are 12 hours. So 0.7 is Tofu, 0.4 is Newmarket, Uxbridge 0.3. Hanover doesn't count. Too separated, too much separating snowfalls, so it doesn't count. So 8 p.m. nothing, so it's gonna go slowly so I don't miss anything. 8 p.m. nothing. 7 p.m. So let's go back and double check. So 7 p.m. nothing on November 5th, and 7 p.m. November is too far off. So this is the actual hour. So 0.4 is in wire time. When sun 0.2 forward, actually it could be 4 by 0.2. 0.6 Collingwood. 2.5 is the goodness say 1.7 centimeters of snowfall is in Hanover. No, the count. Hanover could be the 2.5 millimeters fall. You mark it, this is gonna be 0.2, 0.6 space. This is centimeters of snowfall in this weather model. Not weather model, it's called this is called weather model. So London is 0.6, Collingwood 0.6, Whitetown 0.4, Turner Beach is 0.5 was it's gonna be 2.4 centimeters of snowfall in Thunder Beach. And 2.4 is also Salt Lake Bay, and Palm Beach is actually 0.2 centimeters of snowfall. So next we're on the summit. The Port Elgin is going to be 2.5 centimeters of snowfall. So next we're on the semester cities. So let's do 8 a.m. How long the video's been? 25 minutes. It's gonna be 35 minutes, really long video. So Brampton's 2 degrees, 3 degrees in Toronto, 2 degrees in Scarborough, 1 degree in Newmarket, Uxbridge, Oshawa's, Peterborough is 1 degrees, 3 degrees in Quebec, 3 degrees in Hamilton, Burlington, 5 degrees, 3 degrees in Oakville, Niagara on the Lake is 4 degrees, Niagara Falls City is 2 degrees, London's 1 degrees, 4 degrees in Whitetown, 2 degrees in Collingwood, 2 degrees in Belleville, Orange Falls 1 degrees, so it's gonna be hardest. So let's do line set and whole bay first. So line set is 5 degrees, whole bay 5 degrees. So 5 degrees in Salak Bay, Thunder Beach, and Bomb Beach is actually 3 degrees. So so everywhere lakes, anywhere Lake Cinco surrounding area cities, like cities surrounding Lake Cinco, it's gonna be 1 to 2 degrees. So next hour, 3 p.m. So London's 4 degrees, 5 degrees in White Times, 5 degrees in Collingwood, 6 degrees in Brampton, 4 degrees in Snowfall, 5 degrees in Scarborough, 6 degrees, it's going to be 5 degrees in Scarborough, down to Toronto, 7 degrees, Newmarket, 4 degrees, 3 degrees in Uxbridge, 4 degrees in Oshawa, 5 degrees in Cobourg, 3 degrees in Peterborough, 3 degrees in Belleville, 6 degrees in Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake is 7 degrees, 5 degrees in Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie is going to be 4 degrees, Orangeville is 4 degrees. So, like cities around Simcoe, like if it's the cities around like Simcoe, it's going to be 4 to 5 degrees. It's going to be, when it says cities around like Simcoe, it's going to be like Orella, Barrie, Beverly Isles, Jordan. So Barrie is 4 degrees, so every temperature is closer. So it's going to be 4 to 5 degrees around like Simcoe. So Lake, no. It's going to be Lion's Head. Whole Bay is going to be 6 degrees. Thunder Beach is 7 degrees. Solid Beach is actually going to be 6 degrees. And Palm Beach is actually 6 degrees. But it's going to be 7 degrees, but it's 6 degrees closer. So it's going to be 7 degrees actually. So the Watertown Owen Sound is going to be 5 degrees. So I might skip Owen Sound. So next, we're 8 a.m. So 3 degrees is in Watertown Owen Sound. Collingwood is 2 degrees, 2 degrees in London, 2 degrees in Snowfall, Newmarket, Orangeville is 2 degrees, 3 degrees actually, so 3 degrees in Brampton, downtown Toronto 4 degrees, Hamilton, Burlington is 4 degrees, Oakville is 4 degrees, Niagara on the Lake and Grimsby is 4 degrees, Niagara Falls City is 2 degrees in Oshawa, 3 degrees is in Cobourg, 1 degree is in Belleville, Peterborough, Uxbridge. So let's do lines and whole bay actually. So 2 degrees, 4 degrees is in Lines Head Whole Bay, Thunder Beach, Bomb Beach, Solid Bay is 3 degrees actually. So around Lake Simcoe is gonna be this is only 2 degrees, so sometimes it could be 2 degrees. So closest is actually 3 degrees, so it's gonna be 2 to 3 degrees around Lake Simcoe. So the next hour. Whitetown, Collingwood, Newmarket, Orangeville. Those cities are gonna be 4 degrees. Hamilton, Grimsby. No, not gonna go to Grimsby. So it's gonna be 7 degrees. London, Brampton, down to Toronto, Stouffville, Scarborough, Uxbridge, Oshawa. No. Uxbridge 2 degrees, 5 degrees in Oshawa, 5 degrees in Cobourg. Peterborough is 3 degrees. Belleville is 3 degrees. Niagara on the Lake is 6 degrees. Niagara Falls City is 6 degrees. Port area is 7 degrees. Could be 6 degrees actually. 7 degrees. So Lions said whole bay is gonna be same temperatures. Those are going to be 5 degrees. Thunder Beach. Palm Beach 5 degrees. Solid Bay is 5 degrees. So next hour. So So 8 a. Let's see how long the videos is going to be. 30 minutes. So 3 degrees in Whiteham, 3 degrees is in Collingwood, 1 degree in London, Brampton is 3 degrees, 4 degrees is in 4 degrees is in downtown Toronto, 1 degree in Stouffville, Scarborough is 2 degrees, Newmarket 1 degrees, Orangeville 1 degrees, Oshawa 2 degrees, Uxbridge 0 degrees, Peterborough 0 degrees, Cobourg 2 degrees, 1 degree is in Belleville, 4 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City is 3 degrees. Lion said, Bay is going to be 4 degrees, 5 degrees. Could be 4 to 5 degrees actually. It's going to be actually 4 degrees. So Dutton Beach is actually 4 degrees. 2 degrees so 3 degrees since like Bay, and Palm Beach is actually is going to be 2 degrees, 3 degrees actually. So Lake Simcoe is around like 1 to 2 degrees. So Hamilton, Burlington is 4 degrees. Oakville is going to be 4 degrees. So next hour. So Brampton 6 degrees, Toronto 5 degrees, Newmarket 5 degrees, 4 degrees in Orangeville, 7 degrees in downtown Toronto, Hamilton, Burlington is 8 degrees, and everywhere in Niagara Falls is 7 degrees, Oshawa 4 degrees, Oshawa Uxbridge is 2 degrees, 3 degrees in Peterborough, 4 degrees in Cobourg, Belleville is 3 degrees, 4 degrees in Whiteham, 4 degrees in Collingwood, 3 degrees in Salt Lake Bay on the beach, Palm Beach is 3 degrees, Lions Head, Hobart, it's going to be 3 degrees, actually 4 degrees, 8 degrees in London. So next over. So Whiteham's 1 degrees, -1 is Collingwood, 2 degrees in London, 2 degrees in Hamilton, Oakville's 3 degrees, Brampton 1 degrees, 3 degrees in downtown Toronto, Stouffville's 1 degrees, Newmarket is -1 degrees. So anywhere top of Toronto is going to be -1 or below freezing. So Uxbridge 3 degrees, -3 actually. So Ashram 0 degrees, Peterborough is 3 degrees, -3 degrees, Cobourg is 1 degrees, -3 is Belleville. So Orange World is -2 degrees. So Thunder Beach is +1 degrees, Salt Lake Bay is going to be 0 degrees, Palm Beach is actually 0 degrees. Around Lake Simcoe, it's gonna be -1 to -2 degrees, and even -0. So Lions Head OB is actually 2 degrees, +2 degrees. Niagara on the lake is +1 degrees. Same thing in Niagara Falls City is 1 degrees. So next hour, I might skip it. So Whiteton 7 degrees, Collingwood 4 degrees, London 9 degrees, Hamilton 6 degrees, Burlington 6 degrees. If it's a Hamilton, it's going to be always Burlington. So Brampton 5 degrees, Stouffville 4 degrees, downtown Toronto 6 degrees, 5 degrees in Scarborough. So Scarborough is a mix of downtown Toronto and Stouffville. So Newmarket is 3 degrees, 2 degrees in Uxbridge, 4 degrees in Oshawa, 5 degrees in Cobourg, 3 degrees in Peterborough, Belleville. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 9 degrees. So orange was 3 degrees, orange sun is going to be harder, so it's going to be 6 degrees. It's going to be 8 degrees actually. So 8 degrees in Lionshead, Hobart. So 4 degrees is in Salt Lake Beach. Sunny Beach is 5 degrees. Palm Beach is 3 degrees, so it's going to be 4 degrees in Palm Beach. Everywhere around Lake Simcoe is going to be 3 degrees. So next, let's do it again. So let's go back, do it again. So my city might be missing, so nothing else is missing. So 7 a.m. second final hour. London is 4 degrees, 2 degrees in Whiteton, Collingwood, Stouffville, Peterborough. So Brampton down to Toronto, Mississauga is 4 degrees. So Brampton down to Toronto is 30 degrees, including Oshawa. Belleville. So Cobourg 4 degrees, same thing in Niagara Falls City. Niagara on the Lake is 5 degrees, same thing in Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge is 1 degrees. What area not getting counted, even though there is a alliance. So Whitehead and Sun is 2 degrees, 2 degrees in Collingwood. Dunn Beach 3 degrees, Salt Beach 3 degrees. 3 degrees in Palm Beach. Like Orilla is going to be 3 degrees. Georginia, so everywhere in Lake Simcoe is actually 2.2 to 3 degrees. So warmest when the like colors get brighter, it gets warmer. When it gets darker, it's gonna get colder. So when it gets more bluish, it's going to be cooler. When it gets more reddish, it's going to be warmer. So Lion's Head, whole bay is going to be 2 degrees. It's 1 So final hour, so 4 p.m. So Lion's Head, Hope Bay, it's going to be 2 degrees. It could be 3 degrees, but it's closer to 2 degrees actually. So Thunder Beach, it's only 3 degrees. Solid Beach is actually 2 degrees. 2 degrees in Palm Beach. So Barry, it's gonna be 2 degrees. Could be three, but it's 2 degrees. Ornella is gonna be 2 degrees. Georgina is 2 degrees. Beverly Isles is going to be 2 degrees. So now finally the easiest cities. So London is 3 degrees, 2 degrees in Whiteton, Collingwood, Owen Sound. Brampton is 2 degrees, Oshawa 3 degrees, Melbourne 3 degrees, Hamilton, Burlington is 5 degrees, Oakville 5 degrees, Downtown Toronto 4 degrees, Towful, Newmarket is 2 degrees, Orangeville is 2 degrees, Uxbridge 1 degrees, Peterborough 2 degrees, Cobourg 4 degrees, Niagara-on-the-Lake 4 degrees, Niagara Falls is 3 degrees. So this is the end of the video unless I miss anything. So